Congressman, Louisiana Congressman Steve Scalise, House Minority Whip. Congressman, thanks for being with us on this. I want to start with the affidavit. I read the thing. Didn't take me that long because most of it was blacked out. I was trying to figure out if I could learn anything that would help me understand the justification for a raid on Mar-a-Lago. If you read it, did you find anything like that?
Yeah, Brian, I think the big story here is how much is redacted, not what they've told us about the probable cause. And that's the heart of the matter. I mean, why would you do something so unprecedented? There were a whole host of ways if they really wanted to find out what was at Mar-a-Lago, where they could have gotten that information. You know, President Trump had already been complying with a number of the requests they had made. There are stories that some of the information was kept behind lock and key because the National Archives had asked him to do that. So then why do you need to break into the place when you know that President Trump's in New York? So it's still a lot more questions than answers. And by the way, if you really want to find out a lot of information that the Justice Department wants you to find out about this, they leak all of that to the New York Times and the Washington Post. So why if they're going to leak selected things that they think help their case, don't they just show the public the whole thing? And I think that's at the heart of the frustration most people have with the lack of transparency.
Exactly. There's no transparency and there's leaks. And so what it feels like is, like, who's looking over this thing? Where's the oversight? Who's watching this? Who's kind of measuring how this is going, holding the DOJ accountable? Apparently no one, Congressman. Could that change if Republicans take the House this November?
That'll absolutely change come January. You know, there's a lot of oversight that needs to happen on so many fronts. And you just look at all of the things that are happening by each of the president's agencies. And it just seems like President Biden wants to operate behind closed doors where you can't tell what's really going on. And, you know, by dark and nighty, next thing you know, goes and says he's going to waive $500 billion in student loan debt. Can he even do that legally? There are going to be legal challenges to that. But what's the real cost? We should have hearings on things like that, too, and we will. You know, this idea that 85% of Americans should pay for loans taken out by 15% of Americans, all of this, there needs to be real oversight on.
I want to talk about the student debt thing because one of the concerns you've got, there's a big moral hazard problem, right? So once you do this for one generation, the chances, the calls to do it for the next generation keep going up and up. You get this ratchet effect, okay? And we know how government works. Once a program starts, it never stops. So I got to ask you, even if power changes in D.C. come November, is there anything that can be done to get this train back in the station? Because if not, it is going to cost a heck of a lot more than $500 billion over time.
Yeah, Brian, and that's a massive amount of money in and of itself. And so I think you're seeing pushback not just from conservatives like me, but you're seeing pushback from the left because they realize that this is the worst precedent to set for young people. And look, I took out student loans when I was a student at LSU. I worked at Home Depot and I took out student loans and I paid them all back. I never expected anybody else to pay back those loans. It was the first loan I ever took out. So what message are you sending young kids today that if the first loan they take out doesn't have to be paid back, what if they go try to get a car? What if they try to buy a house? Should they have to pay that back too? You've got to reverse this quickly. I think President Biden is hearing from people on both sides that he made a huge mistake, even if it's legal, and I don't think it is. And so he should reverse it. And let's get back to some common sense ideas. We're going to be rolling those out real soon, showing the country our commitment to America, what we would do if we had a Republican House, how we would confront inflation, lower gas prices, secure America's border, deal with so many of these problems we're facing that President Biden's created.
Let's talk about one of those, energy. You had an interesting tweet today. California voted to ban the sale of gas-powered cars by 2035. You had this to say in a tweet. The same California demanding people use less electricity due to blackouts is going to force everyone struggling with inflation to buy expensive cars that run on electricity. Once again, working-class Americans suffer under the left's radical agenda, and they're just suffering under illogic, Congressman. It doesn't make sense to ask people to drive electric cars when you can't produce electricity reliably.
Right, Brian. California's probably got the most unreliable electric grid in the nation. You know, they seem to come up with the nuttiest ideas. Is it any wonder, by the way, that California has lost over 1 million people in the last few years? People are fed up with these crazy policies. The problem is they're trying to turn America into California, and we don't want that to happen. But this idea that everybody's going to drive electric cars, first of all, do they not realize that you don't plug those electric cars into a tree? I mean, they don't have solar panels on the roofs of those things. You have to plug it into a power source. And most power for our household electricity is generated by fossil fuels, natural gas, even nuclear. They're against that too, by the way. So where are you going to get the power to do this? And they don't even think this through. They don't care. It's all driven by the radical left, and they talk about the Green New Deal. That's why they're wrecking our industrial economy. China loves this, by the way. Yeah. China's going to make a lot of those electric cars. They want to shut down American manufacturing and go to countries like China that emit more carbon than anywhere else in the world. It's crazy.
You got to think beyond stage one. You got to think beyond stage one in policy. That's not happening right now. We'll leave it there. Congressman, great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Great being with you, Brian. Thanks.